making a scene, hazmatt, trampoline. I got a whole lot of pikes to lead, I got a whole lot of clothes to lead.
Alright, so I'm gonna teach you guys how I used to edit in shellshockers videos, like montages. I've changed my workflow a little bit, but this is just like the easy way. So I guess first we'll just go ahead and get some clips, and then I'll show you guys after that. You can either like have clips, or you can either find clips that you already have, or you can like just get new ones. I don't know, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna get some random ones. Once you have your clips and stuff, we're just gonna open DaVinci. And then to make a new project, I'm just gonna title this editing tutorial, because it doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna head over to the edit page, because I stay off of this cut page. Here, hold on. I stay off of this cut page. I just stick to editing, fusion, color, and deliver pages. Don't change our frame rate, just keep it on like 24 to 30 FPS. If you want to change it, you're gonna have to go up to your project settings without anything done to it, and then just change it to 30. And we're gonna take all of our clips. Don't change our frame rate, and then we can go ahead and start setting in and out points for our clips. Alright, and then we're gonna have to go in and choose a song. So once you've got your song, you're just going to upload it. My recordings always have 2 audio tracks, so I'm gonna put this in the 3rd track so it doesn't mess with anything else. And then you're just gonna trim the song to how you like and find some syncing points. Oh, and then another thing you can do, just remember this, you can go into your Fairlight menu, and then you can move some windows around, find a 3rd audio track, turn on the span 1 and turn it all the way down, and then that'll deepen the bass a little bit. Just fade this out, and then adjust the fade graph a bit. There we go. So there we go, we've got some basic syncing points. We can actually start making the edit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this clip right here and drag it in. And then we're gonna unlink all these, and we're gonna delete our game audio tracks. And so then we'll go in here, and we will leave a room for a cinematic, maybe. And then we will come over here, press Control R to open our our remap controls. And this is how I used to do it, so it may look a little choppy compared to my videos now, but this is good for like just starting out. What we're gonna do is go to where we fire, which is right here, and we're gonna click on this add a speed point, and then when he dies, we're gonna go like a frame or 2 after it, add another one, and then we're gonna pull these 2 together, and then move it out here. It should look something like this. So what we may do is, where he starts turning, we'll add 2 more, put those there, shrink it a little bit, move it over to like here, shrink it a little bit more, and then we'll bring these 2 back. Again, we'll fine tune this a little bit. This is just good as a starter. And then we'll take this back down to like 50%. And just trim off the edge. So then what we can do is we can open our retime curve, go back here, reopen our retime speed. I was thinking of the wrong one. And then we can take these and just smooth out our curves a little bit, so the movement's not as like, so that our movement's not as stiff. There we go. And I don't need any frame blending since I didn't take it under 50% anywhere. And I was recording this at 60 FPS. But if you needed to, you could go into retime and scaling, set this to optical flow, and then change this to enhance better. And it'll give you decent frame blending. So there's one clip, and then you can just do a similar process for the rest of these, and we'll leave room for like 1 or 2 cinematics in between each of them. So I'll show you an example of when you need frame blending. So you can see right here, we took our clip down to 25%. So now we're running technically 15 FPS on a 25 FPS timeline, and you can see where the dead frames appear. So what we'll do is we'll go to our retime process, change that to optical flow and enhance better, and then it'll make this run smoother in the render video. So now we'll go ahead and get cinematics, I guess, before we move on to the next effects. So when you get your cinematics, you can move them all into your tutorial folder, and then we can upload them. But then we're gonna take this, we're gonna find the spot where I keep moving. So he's jumping here, I really get moving about here. My movement isn't great, but we'll fix that later. Now we'll go to our second cinematic, and then we'll take this one and we'll do the same thing. Okay, so now that we have our cinematics, we can go into here, we can unlink these, drag this. So wait, no, let's not do that. We can take this, and I have a special way of ramping cinematics, or I did, I don't use this method anymore, keep that in mind. So we're going to take roughly the center third of our video, split it, do it again for the outer thirds. And then we're going to change this to 50%. And then change these two on the outside to 75%. And then we'll need to do it a little bit more. So we'll change these to 75%. Change these to 50, 75, 50, and then we'll just drag our middle piece out as far as we need, which is 25% exactly in this case. So then we're going to go to our retime curve, make sure our speed is the only one selected, take these speed points right here, and we're going to smooth them all out as far as we can.
Please tell me you bought the Tesla's hat.
The what?
The Cybertruck hat.
This is ridiculous. I didn't even know this existed, bro. This is so retarded. No. Guys, look at me. I'm driving a truck. That's so dumb. Bro, the egg don't even fit in the hat. That's crazy. So then we're going to take these and keep smoothing them out like this. It should help it make like a smoother speed ramp. So then we're just going to go ahead and set this to optical flow. Oh. Anyway, optical flow at, we can just keep it standard faster, I think. And then this one won't need near as much work, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like drag it. Alright, so by this point you should have all of your cinematics and clips in there, so we'll just go over some like basic transition. I don't really want to get too in depth with flow, just because it's a little bit complicated to understand if you're like just beginning, and I don't want to be that guy that confuses you in the middle of an hopefully easy tutorial. So we're just gonna do some basic like blur dissolve, and then we're gonna set the ease to in and out, and then we're gonna change our vertical strength to 0 and our horizontal strength to like 0.4. We can turn it up a little bit if we need to. And then we can just take this, copy it, paste it again, paste it again. Again, this is really simple. You can mess around with these later if you want to. But this is just like basic. Another thing you should do is grab some videos, and then we'll go ahead and get the egg dying in here and the firing noises. Okay, we're gonna take this. Actually, we may not need it for any of these. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna use this. I'm gonna put it right there, and boom, we have perfect sync. What we're gonna do, I should say, is drag an adjustment clip directly over this clip, and then we're gonna like cut it right here, cut it again at the end of the clip, and then delete our excess. And then we're gonna do this open our inspector, which is right up here, in case anyone didn't catch that earlier. And we're gonna keyframe our zoom, zoom in a little bit, and then go to the end. Okay, I just realized this is off sync, but whatever, I don't care. And then we're gonna change this to like, whoa, not 10.05, 1.05. And then that should do that. And what we can do is we can open this graph, select this keyframe. And, oh, not that keyframe. We can select this one. No, we can select this one. Yeah. And then we can just turn it down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna turn this beginning one up a little bit more, so I actually have room to work. And then yeah, we'll keep it like that, and then we can literally, just because this is a basic tutorial, we'll just drag the rest of these and then adjust it how we need to. So then right here, this will be your last keyframe. We can delete the one on the end. And then on this adjustment clip, we can also add like we'll just put some random like glow, and then we'll turn the threshold down a little bit to make it glowier. Aha, I was looking for you. We're gonna turn the opacity all the way up as a start, and then at the last keyframe, we're gonna turn it down to 0. And then you can just do that on the rest of them. It shouldn't be too terribly hard. It should look something like this now. So we're gonna do that cropping thing, but on the actual clips, and your values won't necessarily be 130. You'll just have to play around with this and see what looks good. And then we'll do the same thing on that. Color correction, never mind. Hold on, we're not done yet. Completely forgot about color correction. So obviously it won't matter too much on this one, but usually for like a basic color correction, I'll just go here to the color page, make sure I've got my primary wheels open, and then we'll turn the whole thing just a slight blue. And then we'll take the shadows down a little bit and the highlights up a hair. And there we go. It's like a basic color correction. Yeah, so basically that's how you make a montage. I only had to really use 2, maybe 3 windows. I stayed out of Fusion because the new graphs in here can be really confusing. But then to render these montages, we'll just title this tutorial montage. I'll have the full project files and all of the clips in the description for you guys. But then we're going to change this to a QuickTime. Actually, just a normal MP4 should work fine. H.264. We're going to change this encoder to native for GPU rendering, even though it doesn't always work. We're going to restrict our frame rate to 80,000, usually works pretty good. And then our color tag is going to be Rec709, and our gamma tag is going to be Rec709A. And this allows the color spaces to look consistent across every device. So then, yeah, you can just click add to render queue and render all. And it shouldn't take terribly long to render because we didn't do a whole lot with this montage. But sometimes that will take absolutely ages to render. And so, yeah, here's the finished video.
Sassy dance, making a scene, hands bounce, trampoline. I got a whole lot of pikes to lead, I got a whole lot of clothes to lead.
Yeah, so this is after I edited, I just forgot to include this. But if for whatever reason your files accidentally get moved or changed for whatever reason, you gotta right click on it here in your media pool and then link full resolution media, and then just find wherever you moved your clip to, and it should completely reconnect and be just fine. And then you'll have to do that with every clip in your project file if you download the project file for this video, because it's a lot of clips that DaVinci doesn't know where they're at. And then to import this, you will just click on import and then find your project file. And then since I already have it, it's going to open it as a copy. But then we can go into here and voila, everything is here. But again, until you import your clips and reconnect them all, this will all be like disconnected and red and stuff. But I'll have the song and then all of the clips and source files in the description, so you guys can download this and look at what I did.